Next slide. Okay, hindi ko na natin pag-uusapan to. Ah, okay, next slide. Mahirap yata yun na first step. Tanggalin ko na lang kaya itong aking isang screen dito. Sandali ah.
Sure po, sir. Sure po.
Para mawala na to. Share ko na lang ulit. Teka. Pwede ba i-ano mo para ako na lang mag-ano?
Sure po, sir. Please, share screen po.
Okay, okay. Yan.
Yes, sir. Okay na, sir. Apo.
Ah, okay na.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, disclaimer muna tayo regarding do sa topic ko. Every time nagkakanda ako ng webinar, meron ako laging disclaimer. Okay. Okay. The opinion and comments of the presenter do not reflect the opinions, comments, and views of the organization, the authority having jurisdiction, the Institute of Electrical Engineers of the Philippines, and other affiliated industrial organizations mentioned therein, and shall only be treated as a personal knowledge and sharing for educational purposes only. Ito yung introduction muna natin regarding dito sa ating seminar. Okay. Yung fire prevention is a paramount importance, special. Okay. Is a paramount importance, especially considering the heightened risk posed by electrical fires and other related causes of fire. These fires not only endanger lives, but also threaten property and critical infrastructure. By providing training opportunities and promoting the accessibility of firefighting equipment in homes, workplaces, and public spaces, it strengthens the resilience against fire disasters. This presentation delved into the multi-phases approach required for effective fire prevention with emphasis on fire education and extinguishment method. Okay, these include identifying the common causes of fire, understanding fire behavior, and selecting the correct extinguishment method for a fire. These key points of awareness aim to instill knowledge about the fire safety and awareness of the danger and risks of fire and importance of fire prevention. Fire prevention measures. Okay. Anyway, what is electricity? Okay. We're talking about, bagay, alam na natin, is a form of energy that is carried through wires and it is used to operate machine, light, and okay, lights and etc. Okay. Okay. Backgrounder muna. Electricity is an essential part of our daily life. No nation can survive the present development challenges without electric power. Electric power should not only be available, reliable, and affordable but about all safe. Meron tayo dito yung reminder lang, yung Presidential Decree 193, Series 2011. Kung natatandaan nyo, ito yung ating proclamation, emphasis also the importance of addressing issue like yung overloading electrical, okay? This proclamation issued, kung naalala nyo, June 27, 2011, okay? This is to raise public awareness about electricity. Safety and educate people on safe use of electrical appliances and gadgets. Makikita nyo rito, okay, meron ditong ito increase sa public awareness, tapos yung educate people in safe use, tapos dinirect yung BPS regarding to implement tong standardization activity with electrical products. Tapos yung losses naman ng affect ng economy of the country due pag may fire. Tapos meron din tayo awareness ng electrical safety, educate people in safe use of electrical appliances and gadgets, and bring their consciousness the importance of applying the safety practices. Meron naman tayo rito dito, in-address din natin yung regarding sa electrical causes and not faulty wiring. Ang importante rito yung use of counterfeit electrical product. Tapos minandate din tayo yung BPS saka yung IIEE to conduct the programs and activities, di ba? Promoting natin electrical safety. Ito yung presidential decree natin noong June 27. Yung IIEE under proclamation number is tasked to conduct an electrical safety campaign and to provide the opportunity to share best practices and help establish safety standard in the electrical system. Yung ating objective naman dyan sa fire safety naman niya, yung electrical safety to save life, property, economic losses, and environmental protection. Paano natin ma-achieve itong pinaka-objective? Kailangan meron tayo strategy. Kailangan natin yung to give education and also to promote awareness. Punta naman tayo doon, what is fire? A fire is a result of a chain reaction from the rapid combination of the oxygen, fuel, and heat. Ito yung tinatawag natin na fire triangle. Diba? Ito yung elements of fire. Okay, ito pinaka-very basic dyan. Ito yung pinaka-element of fire natin, yung fire triangle. Meron tayong heat, fuel, tsaka yung oxygen. At meron tayong isa rito, yung fourth element, ito yung pinaka-tetrahedron. Yung fourth element na yan, yan yung fourth element natin. Okay? Tapos ito naman yung pinaka-triangle of fire. Pag matitignan nyo yung oxygen sources, approximately 16% required lang para magkaroon tayo ng combustion. Okay? Yung mga heat sources naman natin, marami yan. Ito yung open flame, yung sun, yung spark, arc, friction, chemical reaction, tsaka yung electrical energy. Nandiyan tayo. Sa fuel, marami pwedeng gas, liquid, and solid. Tapos meron tayo, ito yung pinaka-ano natin, yung tetrahedron natin. Diba? Ito yung pinaka-fourth element. Yung tetrahedron natin dito, ito yung tinatawag na self-sustaining factor. Pag wala yung wala yung chain reaction na yan yung naglagi magsusustain ng fire. Okay? The tetrahedron of fire is a graphic representation which emphasizes the relationship among the four elements of fire. Tapos understanding the nature characteristic of fire. Ito yung fire natin. Yung fire is during the past is a fire double every 30 seconds under normal condition. It's a little as 3 minutes, a small fire can erupt into the flashover. Meron naman tayong dark, is a small fire can produce enough smoke to fill a building in minutes. Ito makikita nyo pa nagkaroon ng fire, almost 1 minute lang mapupul na mismo yung pinaka-room. Smoke result in teary eyes, choking sensation, impaired judgment due to the carbon monoxide, loss of spatial recognition, sedation effect, and respiratory failure. Ito naman, meron yung hot. Pag tinignan yung burning room, can reach 300 degrees Celsius. This temperature is hot enough to melt clothes and skin and scorch lungs in one breath. Temperature can climb to 650 to 760 degrees Celsius. At the same time, for deadly, most people who died in fire died of suffocation or by inhaling smoke and toxic gases. Yung iba, kala nila nagkakaroon tayo ng fatality sa fire due to the burn. Hindi alam ng iba na kala mo yan na namamatay sa fire yung sa smoke inhalation. Okay? Ito naman yung stages of fire. Pag titingnan nyo, meron tayong incipient stage, meron tayo yung fire growth, yung fully developed, tsaka yung decay. Pag yan ang hindi yung fire kasi, pag nagkaroon ng fire, biglaan kagad. Meron tayo stages of fire talaga. Siyempre, meron muna tayo sa incipient. Ano ba yung incipient? Incipient, there is no visible smoke or flame. Pag growth naman, yung both flame and smoke are present. Pag fully developed na, ito yung fire spread rapidly throughout the space resulting in full room involvement or total involvement of compartment or enclosed area. Yung decay, ibig sabihin niya, yung wala na, parang naubos na yung fuel. Yan na yung decay. Pag tinignan nyo rito, yung plus over na andito yung bago namating na fully developed yung sa stage. Okay? Ito naman yung heat transfer, tatlo yung heat transfer natin. Heat transfer can be radiation, energy transfer by electromagnetic waves, pwede naman tayo yung convection, energy transfer by molecules motion. At meron din conduction, ito yung direct. Okay? Direct contact to yung para do sa conduction. Paano natin may prevent yung fire? Okay, very basic lang. I-isolate lang natin yung one of the component, yan, pwede natin ma-prevent na yung fire. Sa fire prevention, pinag-aaralan namin, pag yung meron yung present ng fire triangle, kailangan mawala lang isang element. Yun na yung tawag ng fire prevention. Okay? Bali, pagdating naman sa heat, kailangan lang natin na i-cool down. Tapos yung fuel naman to turn off. Sa fuel naman, turn off the fuel. Tapos yung sa oxygen naman, yung by smoldering. O kaya yung to use the portable fire extinguisher. Okay? Ito naman yung method ng extinguishment. Sinabi ko na, meron tayo yung cooling. Okay? Tapos meron naman tayo sa may smoldering. In cooling, definitely we remove the heat. Yung smoldering naman, tinatanggal naman natin yung oxygen. Pagdating naman sa fuel removal, okay, i-separate nyo lang, okay, at least wala na, parang starvation, parang gugutumin nyo lang. Tapos pagdating sa envision of chemical reaction, ito yung mga portable fire extinguisher. Yan yung mga ginagamit natin. Okay, ano yung advantage saka disadvantages ng fire? Unang-una, yung fire, advantages niyan, ginagamit natin siya for cooking, heating, forging, tsaka smelting and cremation, di ba? Meron din, ginagamit natin doon sa cremation yan. Ang problema lang, pag yung disadvantages, pag nakita nyo doon sa picture doon sa kabila, okay, yan yung disadvantages niya, yung destructive fire, okay? Meron nga tayong yung old Filipino adage, yung di bali ng manakawan ng 10 beses, wag lang masunugan. Yan yung kadalasan, nung bago pa lang ako sa Bureau of Fire, yan yung madalas na binabanggit nung namin dati. Sino ba yung gustong masunugan, di ba? Kasi pag nasunugan ka, halos lahat ng ininvest mo, yung bahay mo, pwede mawala, at hindi lang yan, pati yung mahal mo sa buhay, di ba? Yan yung mangyayari doon yung sa disadvantages naman ng fire. Okay? Sino ba naman ang siguro as much as possible, wag na sana mangyari sa atin to. May stop na natin yung fire, di ba? Kasi lahat marami mawawala. Okay? Ang importante lang doon is a critical reminder of why safety and preparedness are so important. Okay? Ito naman yung final classification of fire, okay? Yung a fire is classified according to fuel it consume. Different fuel types means different way of extinguishment. Meron tayo tinatawag na Class A, Class B, Class C, tsaka yung Class D, tsaka yung Class K. Yung Class A, ito yung mga common combustible. Sa Class B naman, ito yung mga flammable liquids and gases. Yung Class A, electrical equipment. Ito yung energized electrical equipment. Pag tinanggal mo na yung power source sa electricity, yung Class A, napupunta yan doon sa Class A. Meron naman tayo yung sa combustible metal, tapos meron din tayong yung Class K. Ito yung sa cooking oil, yung saka yung grease. Normally sa kitchen fire to. Yan yung sa Class K. Ito yung mga portable fire extinguisher, yung part niya. Pag tinignan mo, okay? Ito yung part ng portable fire extinguisher. Ang importante doon sa portable fire extinguisher, tignan nyo yung pinaka-data plate. Okay, yung decal. Ito yung mga decal. Importante yung decal doon. Para malaman nyo kung saan usage to. Meron siyang marking dito, yung katulad ng Class ABC. Ibig sabihin, pwede gamitin doon sa Class A fire, Class B fire, at Class C fire. Okay? Ito naman yung mga common type ng portable fire extinguisher. Meron tayong tinatawag na clean agent, okay, yung halon. It can be used to extinguish Class A, Class B, and Class C. Meron tayong dry chemical. Yan yung class can be also used for Class A, Class B, and Class C. Sometimes you can use also the combustible metal. Ito naman yung AFFF na tinatawag natin. Pwede lang siya sa Class A and Class B. Carbon monoxide, dioxide is also for Class B and C lang. Yung wet chemical na ginagamit ay para lang doon sa kitchen fire. Ito yung sa mga vegetable oil na pwede gamitin. Okay? Meron ditong paano ginagamit yung portable fire extinguisher. Meron tayong tinatawag na na word na PAS. Okay? Ito yung mga acronym na PAS. Yung first P ay represent para sa pull the pin. Tapos meron tayo yung letter A, yung aim at the base of the plane. At meron tayong the first S, yung squeeze the discharge level. At yung isang S ay sweep side to side. Kaya pag gusto nyo gamitin yung portable fire extinguisher, always remember the word pass. Okay? Yung pull the pin, aim the base of the plane, okay, squeeze the discharge lever, and sweep side to side. Okay? Meron ditong isang video na paano ba ino-operate yung portable fire extinguisher. Panoorin natin.
Excuse me po, Engineer Edwin.
Yes?
May sounds po ba, sir, yung video niyo po?
Meron. Wala bang sounds?
Apo, sir, pwede po paki-click po sa share niyo po ulit, sir, yung screen niyo po. And then, paki-check po yung share sound po.
Okay. Mag-out muna ako.
Share niyo po ulit, sir, yung inyong screen po.
Okay, new share.
Apo. Then, meron pong option dyan, sir, checkbox po ng share sound.
Pag share ko, may option dito na share sound. Yun.
Yes, sir. Apo. Then, share po.
Okay na,
Inspects them, you should look them over to make sure they meet three requirements. 1. Is the extinguisher charged? The pressure should always be...
Meron na sounds?
Yes, sir. Meron na pong sounds.
Okay. Ito yung pass.
Chances are you will go through your entire working career and never have to use a fire extinguisher. Chances are you will never have to use one while on the road, but there should be one in your vehicle. Have you inspected it lately? Close your eyes for a second. Can you point to the nearest fire extinguisher? Where is the second nearest one? No matter where you happen to be, you should always know the location of the nearest extinguisher. Go take a look at it. Has it been inspected? Fire extinguishers should be inspected regularly and at least once a month. Even if your company inspects them, you should look them over to make sure they meet 3 requirements. 1. Is the extinguisher charged? The pressure should always be at the recommended level. On extinguishers equipped with a gauge, the needle should be in the green zone, not too high and not too low. 2. Are all extinguishers mounted correctly? The top of an extinguisher should never be mounted higher than 60 inches above the floor surface, and the bottom of an extinguisher should never be closer than 4 inches above the floor. They should never be used as door props or paperweights. They are not coat hangers or tool hooks. 3. Are they unobstructed and easily accessed? Never place anything in front of a fire extinguisher. In the event of an emergency, we can't waste time trying to find the extinguisher that's hidden by a box or impossible to reach because it's behind a piece of equipment. Most fire standards recommend that a clear and unobstructed path to the extinguisher be maintained at all times, with the access being at least 2 to 3 feet wide. They cannot be hidden behind doors, cabinets, or anything else. There are 2 important things to remember if you ever need to use an extinguisher. First, make sure that you never place yourself in a position where the fire is between you and a safe exit. Keep the fire in front of you and the safe exit at your back. And second, remember the PASS system. Pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. When you need to use the extinguisher, first pull the safety pin from the handle. Then, aim the extinguisher nozzle at the base of the fire. This is the spot where the flames are touching the fuel source. Next, squeeze the handle to activate the extinguisher. And finally, sweep the spray back and forth across the target. Continue until the fire is out. If you are unsure that you can put the fire out, evacuate the area. Thanks for watching and have a safe day.
Okay? Ito naman yung fire causes. Normally, pag nagkaroon ng fire during the investigation, laging binabanggit yung reason yung faulty electrical wiring. Pag-usapan natin faulty electrical wiring. Ang faulty electrical wiring is referred to any electrical system that is improperly installed, damaged, and deteriorated to the point where no longer functions safely. It can include issue like improper connection, damaged insulation, overload circuit, yung old and outdated wiring, inferior materials, saka physical damage. Yan yung faulty electrical wiring. Meron dito yung concern natin, ito yung ating concern and challenges when we will learn. Yung 2020, ito yung ang source nito sa Bureau of Fire na NCR department. Pag tinignan nyo yung electrical fire, yung causes, makikita nyo 2020 during nasa 66% tayo. Pagdating ng 2021, tumaas, naging 64%. Mag-focus lang muna tayo sa electrical, yung causes of fire due to electrical. Okay? Yan yung ating cause, yung causes of fire. Tapos pagdating ng 2022, medyo bumaba, naging 58%. Tapos ang 2023, meron tayo 61%. Yung 2024, na pag tinignan nyo, from 61%, naging 57%. Pero bumaba. Pero ang concern dito, tayo pa rin yung number 1 pagdating sa causes of fire. Diba? Halos nasa 57%, yan ang pinakamaliit, diba? 57%. Tapos, ito yung mga damage. Yung 2023, yung value damage, umabot ng halos na 4 billion, 4.5 billion ng cost, 2023. Okay? Ito naman yung ngayon, yung damage ng 2025, bali 2025 from March lang, yung first quarter, meron na tayo 65 million almost 65, halos 66 million yung damage natin, yung value of damages. Di ba? Kung titingnan mo, pagdating dun sa ating proclamation sa 193, yun yung ating concern. Paano ba natin prevent talaga yung electrical fire? Kaya ito yung ating pinag-uusapan natin. Okay. Pag tingnan mo yung top causes of fire sa Pilipinas sa 2024, 57% yung sa electrical, tapos 14% yung sa open flame, tapos yung sa smoking lighted cigarette, 11%. Yung mga causes of fire, yung number 1 ngayon sa 2024, yung electrical ignition caused by arcing. Tapos yung number 2, yung electrical ignition caused by overloading, electrical ignition caused by loose connection, overheated home appliances, saka electrical ignition caused by pins wire. Yan yung number 5. Pero again, 57% pa rin, 2024. Okay? Ito yung mga involved na type of occupancy, mas marami sa residential occupancy. Tapos yung mercantile, yan yung sumusunod. Ito yung statistic ng 2023. Okay? Tapos yung business, yun yung pangatlo. Again, residential pa rin ang number 1. Ang involved ng type of occupancy. Okay? Tapos, tingnan nyo yung mga fire tragedies dati. Yung Ocean Disco Fire, yung 1996, anong cause niya? Overloading that leads to heating of wiring and electrical short circuit. Yan yung cause niya. Kita nyo yung namatay, 162. Yung estimated damage, 15 million. Okay? Meron na rin yun. Ewan ko kung nabutan nyo itong Asociación de Damas de Pilipinas. Ito yung nasa Maynila. Okay? Ang cause of fire naman yung faulty, sabi faulty electrical wiring. Dito kasi tinayo yan, it was built in 1925. Ilan na namatay dyan? 27 people. Yung naman sa NCC, yung sa Davao, ang cause naman yan ay short electrical wiring due to electrical short circuit. Ang namatay naman dyan ay 38 person. Yan yung mga tragedies, sa mga sample tragedies lang na sensationalized na fire incident sa atin. Okay? Paano tayo mapiprevent ba yung fire natin yan? Unang-una, in the point of view ng electrical fire. Okay? Meron tayong fuel. Ayan yung fuel natin, yung combustible gas, may flammable gas o vapor. Although meron tayo oxygen, yung ignition source natin from arc, spark, heat generated by equipment. Okay? Electrical fire is defined as the fire where electric current or electrical fault is found to have been the source of ignition. Dito tayo mag-focus sa source of ignition para ma-prevent natin yung fire. Okay? Balik ulit tayo, may tetrahedron tayo. Okay? Kailangan mawala natin yung pinaka-source of ignition sa atin pag isang tungkol sa electrical fire. Okay? Meron ako dito, ang tawag ko dito yung pag meron tayong tetrahedron, meron naman tayong fire and life safety tetrahedron. Meron tayong code. Ano ba yung code natin? Meron tayong RA 7920, meron tayong RA 9514, at meron tayong National Building Code, di ba? Okay. Ano ba yung code? Yung code is a law, regulation, ordinance, or code establishing requirements for construction, electrical, and fire safety. Yung code, ito yung paano mo gagawin, when to do it. Ito yung batas natin, okay? Pag yung code mo ay compliance ka, ano yung ma-achieve natin? Code compliance. Meron tayong tinatawag na level of safety. Again, meron din tayong tinatawag na system standard. Ito yung ating Philippine Electrical Code, yung Occupational Safety and Health and Standard, NFPA 70, tsaka yung NESC. Okay? Pag meron naman tayo system standard, ito naman yung detail, application, installation, location, performance, and maintenance of what is required by the code. Ibig sabihin, paano mo gagawin? How to do it, di ba? Pag meron ka naman dyan, ma-assure natin yung level of effectiveness. Okay? At meron tayong product standard. Okay? Yung product standard natin, yun yung pagdating naman sa product standard na ating kailangan, yung mga counterfeit, dapat ang product standard natin ay listed, approved, di ba? As much possible nga, dumaan dun sa BPS, di ba? Sa Bureau of Product Standard. Pag imported naman, dapat meron tayong mga listed, di ba? Kaya tested sila. Okay? Ito yung mga sample ng mga listing agency na ensuring product safety, reliability, and certain performance level. Ito yung what to do it. Okay? Ang namimit naman natin dyan, pag ang product na ginagamit natin ay listed o approved type, ito yung level of reliability. Yung tatlo na yan, yung codes, system standard, product standard, ay dapat interdependency sila to ensure and achieve the objective of the fire safety system of the facilities, even yung electrical safety natin. Okay? Ano ba yung interdependency? Interdependency, they say to be independent upon one another, mutual dependence. Ibig sabihin, magwo-work sila, work together from each other. Okay? Ito naman yung pagdating sa electrical naman natin, meron tayong tinatawag na yung sa tetrahedron, di ba? O fire safety. Ganun pa rin yan. Yung code, system standard, product standard. Okay? Pag yan approve, o kaya lahat yan na-comply mo, ma-assure natin yung safe, effective, and reliable fire safety, o kaya yung electrical safety system. Okay? Dapat stable sila. Kailangan yung tatlo na yan, yung lahat ng component yan ay intact. Okay? Iba naman doon sa fire. Pagdating na sa fire triangle, kailangan alisin mo isa. Dito naman, dapat intact sila. Dapat present lahat yung tatlo na yan. Okay? At nawawala dyan yung port component natin. Okay? Yung port component na kailangan natin para talagang ma-prevent natin yung electrical fire ay ito. Yung port component ay yung competency. Dapat yung competency na atin as a designer, dapat qualified ka, professional, well-versed ka sa fire codes, sa PE, sa Philippine Electrical Code, and even international standard as a designer. Pagdating naman sa plan evaluator, yung authority having jurisdiction, katulad ng LGU, dapat they're also trained, code and standard proficiency in familiarization. Yung electrical natin, dumadaan din yan sa Bureau of Fire, hindi lang naman sa LGU. Meron din tayong project supervisor. Pagdating naman sa installation, dapat qualified licensed engineer with equipped training code and standard familiarization. Again, after ng construction, na-install na natin, ito yung ating inspector naman from the LGU o kaya from the Bureau of Fire Protection. Pag titignan nyo, yung pagdating sa prevention ng electrical fire, meron tayong control point. Ang control point natin, number 1, yung designer. Control point number 2, yung plan evaluator. Control point number 3, yung project supervisor. Again, babalik ulit sa LGU, yung control point number 4. Lahat ng control point niyan, pag yan na-considered compliance lahat in place, ano yung ma-achieve natin? Yung objective ng fire safety system. Okay, yan ang goal natin, di ba? Kaya kailangan yung control point number 4 yan. Kaya hindi ko maintindihan bakit ganun pa rin kataas yung ating causes of fire due to electrical. Okay? 4 na control point na yan. Okay? Ito naman yung kailangan natin, yung sa code standard, di ba? Yung mga control point natin ulit. Yung this interdependency between the code and standard as embodied in the tetrahedron of fire safety shall be accounted in the planning, design, installation, testing, and use of an electrical safety system. Okay? Para ma-assure natin yung safe, effective, and reliable fire safety system. Okay? Ito naman yung tetrahedron natin uli. Yung objective niya, parehas din yung sa Presidential Proclamation natin na 193. Okay? Unang-una, to save life. Meron tayong property protection, meron tayong environment protection, at siyempre yung business continuity. Yan din yung how to prevent electrical fire. Ito yung pinaka-objective natin. Okay? This is how to prevent electrical fire hazard. Pag yan yung apat na yan, yung code, system standard, product standard, tsaka yung competency are intact, are in place. I'm very optimistic na mapiprevent natin yung electrical fire hazard. Okay? Prioritizing electrical safety not only protect lives but also to ensure the longevity and functionality of our electrical system, contributing to a secure and thriving environment for everyone. Okay? Ito naman yung how to prevent electrical fire. Para mga safety tips lang naman to. Unang-una, comply with all applicable codes and standard in the design, installation, and operation of electrical system. Also will ensure safety and prevent fire. Dapat compliance ka sa PEC, at the same time National Building Code, tsaka yung sa Fire Code of the Philippines. Kailangan din natin yung regular electrical inspection of all workplaces and residence by the qualified person consulting and engage the services of the PRC licensed electrical practitioner like professional electrical engineer, registered electrical engineer, and also registered master engineer. Meron doon sa PEC yung word na qualified person. Pag sinabing qualified person, one who has knowledge and skill related to the construction, operation, and installation of electrical equipment, indicating including safety training on the hazard involved with electrical system. Yan yung definition na natin ng qualified person. Meron naman tayo sa RA 7920. Meron tayong isang provision doon that a yearly inspection will be conducted and certified to be in safe operating condition by a PE, REE, or RME. Ito naman yung ating connection. Do not overload your electrical outlets by profuse putting in extra appliances and electronic gadgets. Meron dito, karamihan nangyayari doon sa outlet, lahat ng mga electrical, yung mga electrician natin. Tignan mo yung connection nito sa number 2 na to. Yan. Tignan mo yung connection niya. Di ba? Parang ginawa mo lang na tawag dito, parang yung extension cord. Instead na ginawa mong ganito. Di ba? Ito kasi, tinap mo lang doon, kinonekta mo lang doon sa isang outlet, ay in-extend mo lang. Wala tayong tinatawag na pinaka-supply mo na doon ka magtatap. Okay? Ito yung kadalasan na nakikita ko dyan pag mayroon akong tinitignan ng mga installation. Okay? Ito, hindi ito po pwede. As much as possible, ginawa niyo yung outlet natin as the extension cord lang. Ito naman, unplug appliances when not in use to save energy and minimize the risk of shock and fire. Okay? Always put up appliances when not in use. Investigate any appliance or electrical equipment that is smell, strain, and usual odor can be the first sign of a potential fire. Never run cord under rugs, carpet, doors, or windows. Okay? Number 6, extension cord shall not use on a temporary, only use on a temporary basis. Ang nangyayari, nagiging permanent na yung mga extension cord. Regularly inspect electrical cord and extension cord for damage. Minsan, I suggest kung talagang din natin ma-avoid yung mga extension cord, mas maganda kung meron tayong surge protection yung ating extension cord. Pero again, it is only for the temporary basis. Number 7, do not leave your wiring dangling nor drop them over the pipes, nail on other supports susceptible to distraction or contact with the human movement. Plug it smartly, make sure the cord do not become the tripping hazard. Ito parang ganito, nagkakaroon ng tripping hazard. Okay? Ito naman, number 8, watch your plancha, while ironing, never leave a heated flat iron on the combustible materials or on the ironing board. Never leave yung electronic gadgets unattended while charging or avoid overcharging. Ito, kadalasan, lalo na ito, pag may mga gadget tayo. Minsan nakakatulugan pa natin to, di ba? Yung mga gadget natin, while pag charge tayo. Ito naman, number 9, make sure that you have proper wattage for lamp and lighting. Use only approved type of electrical appliances, devices, and equipment. Do not improvise them. Ito yung number 1 na concern natin. Pagdating dun sa lahat ng electrical system, equipment, and devices. Dapat approved type lang. Okay? Tapos ito, yung mga old, yung replace old wiring and ensure compliance with the modern safety standard. Nakita niyo yung sa Damas, yung sunog doon sa Damas. Kasi natayo siya 1925, hindi na nagkaroon uli ng rewiring na tinatawag. Ito, meron akong concern dito, yung use ground fault circuit interrupter and arc fault circuit interrupter to prevent electrical fault. Itong arc fault circuit interrupter, naandun yan doon sa PEC code natin. Ang problema lang, it was omitted dahil nga wala yung availability sa atin sa market, yung arc fault circuit interrupter. Kaya ito yung to prevent electrical fault. Okay? Meron naman tayo yung grounding natin, yung tatlo. Must be provided appropriate grounding and bonding. Ito yung outlet natin, kadalasan, nami-mislook na overlook natin to eh. Di ba? Lagi dapat meron tayong grounding din. Dati, lagi lang tayong two-prong ang ginagamit natin. Yung 13, inform family and colleagues about the safe use of appliances and electrical outlet. Ito naman, another, instead na gagamit tayo ng MCB, circuit breaker, yung RCD, mas maganda kung gumamit tayong RCBO. Okay? Kasi yung RCBO, ang laki ng protection niya, yung kailangan niyang ma-detect. Okay? Halos lahat nandun na sa RCBO. Okay? Tapos ito na may mga safety tip naman. One of the requirements sa residential to install yung sa smoke alarm, ang tawag natin dyan. Sinasabi dun sa Fire Code of the Philippines, yung each unit and sleeping room shall be installed with a single station or heat detector as per Fire Code of the Philippines. Requirements then, mag-install din tayo ng portable fire extinguisher as per the Fire Code of the Philippines, yung each single and two family dwelling shall be provided with a portable fire extinguisher. Okay? Ito naman yung tips natin sa smoking. Ito rin yung isang cause ng fire, di ba? Be sure to rush with or put all members of discarded cigar or cigarettes. Never smoke in bed. This is exceptionally important. Never throw cigar and cigarette butts into the waste paper. Ito naman, smoking, lalo sa mga workplace natin, pag may nakita kayo ng sign na no smoking, sana mag-comply tayo rito. I-oblige natin sarili natin na huwag na tayo manigarilyo dyan. Okay? Cooking. Ito naman, don't leave the stove while cooking and being done. Kadalasan, pag nagluluto tayo, isan umaalis tayo. Pag natapos na tayo magluto, as much as possible, turn off the stove. When you leave the house or before going to the bed, most fire in the home occurs at night. Okay? Ito naman yung safety tip natin, keep the stove at least a foot distance from any surrounding combustible wall is sliding. Yung mga LPG natin, dapat siya well ventilated. As much as possible, lahat ng mga flammable gases, liquid, dapat nasa well ventilated. Okay? Pagdating naman, ito, hindi ko alam kung mayroon pag gumagamit ito, yung mga gasera. Don't pour gasoline or any flammable liquid to start now kindling fuel in the stove. Use piece of cloth and paper soaked in the liquid for that purpose. Okay? Ito yung candle. Do not set the lamp too close to the curtain. Do not leave the burning candle unattended or in reach of the child. Never reach in bed by candle or lamp light, okay? Ito naman, in case of fire, anong gagawin natin? Meron tayong tinatawag na acronym na SAFE. Yung S stand for sound the alarm. Yung A naman yung advice sa fire department. Ang problema lang, paano ma-advise yung fire department, kailangan alam mo yung contact number. Nakikita ko pag merong fire, mas nauuna pa yung selfie, di ba? Nauuna pa yung content. Nauuna pa na napopost sa Facebook. Pag tumawag kayo sa fire department, okay, kailangan ibigay niyo yung pangalan nyo. Give also the address location of fire, o kaya kung ano yung landmark, yung telephone number, napaka-importante yan. Dapat alam natin kung ano yung phone number doon, the nearest fire department natin. Okay? Tapos isasabihin nyo rin kung ano yung involved, what is involved. Okay? Tapos meron naman tayong F, yung stand for fight the fire. Kaya lang may reminder dyan, ha? Kung papatay mo, kunyari if you want to fight a fire, when the fire is small, lalo na, pag small lang, pwede mong gamitin yon using the portable fire extinguisher. If you are safe from toxic smoke, you have a means of escape, your instinct tell you it's okay, familiar with extinguisher operation, extinguish, yung dapat alam mo yung classes of fire, competence of the training, a lot of common sense. Kung hindi ka ready, kung wala lahat yan, kung wala kang confidence, okay, wag mo na lang tawag to combat the fire. Okay? Pag never fight the fire if you don't know what is burning, the fire is spreading rapidly, you don't have adequate or appropriate equipment, you might inhale toxic smoke or sting tell you not to do. Okay? Ang ano lang, pag during the fire, yung confidence kasi ang importante dyan. Pag gusto mo talagang extinguish yung fire. Pero ginagamit lang yung portable fire extinguisher pag maliit pa yung fire for the beginning of fire. Okay? Pero if you are trained, you are confident, then pwede mong i-extinguish yung fire. Okay? Pagdating naman doon sa E, ito yung to evacuate the area. Importante, kung hindi mo kaya, pag hindi mo kaya i-combat yung fire, mag-evacuate ka na lang. Umalis ka na lang. Hintay mo na lang yung fire department. Tawagan mo na yung fire department para to extinguish the fire. Okay? Ito yung mga number ng Bureau of Fire. Okay? Depende sa location. Okay? Nandiyan lahat yan. Ito yung sa Manila. Ito yung puro NCR lang. Okay? Ito yung kanilang contact number. Yung mga emergency number nila. Meron yung BFP vision. Dapat makilahok tayo rito. Yung vision ng Bureau of Fire, a responsive and modern fire service fully capable of ensuring a fire-safe nation by 2034. Siguro by 2034, bali 9 years from now. Di ba? Kaya ba natin to have a fire-safe nation by 2034? Okay. At meron naman yung team ng fire prevention itong 2025. Kaya sabi ng tema, sa pamayanan nagdadamayan, sunog ay may iwasan. Ito yung pinaka 2025 ng fire prevention team. Okay? Meron dito, yung quote ko, engineering without safety is a failure. Okay? Sayang lang, kung tayo ay wala tayo, unang-una, pag nasa construction, safety first, di ba? Kailangan natin, tayo mga electrical practitioner, be electrically safe and no worry. Electrical fire safety is everyone concerned. Safety start with me. Nagsisimula sa atin yun. Okay? At ito, how to prevent electrical fire. Ito yung be safe, ito yung burn, electrocution, shock, art blast, fire explosion. Ito yung natawag natin be safe. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.